Do you feel like you're not accomplishing anything? Trust me, I've been there. I know exactly how you feel. And a lot of it is this syndrome, right? We have this concept called temporary defeat. And the first time I read about it was in Napoleon Hill's book, Think and Grow Rich. But temporary defeat is one of those damaging traits that tell you once you fall into that despair, that moment of defeat, that you can't do anything else. You're a failure. And what happens is that people live in that space for 10, 20, 30, 40 years, and their entire lives go by in this sort of routine, this mundaneness, because you feel like you're nothing. You can't accomplish anything. You can't do much more than you're actually doing right now. Let's say, for example, you want to be the president of the United States, right? That is a goal. And a bad way to approach that goal is to run for office today, right? To get up right now and be like, I am going to run for president. And I feel like I have all the means and opportunities. You have this overconfidence, right? But it's not realistic for most people. What you do need to do is think about what are realistic goals that will help me follow that path to go to become president, right? Is it going to be, am I going to work as an intern for 5 years or 4 years in politics? And then in my 10th year of working in politics, I'm going to run for local office. In the 15th year, I'm going to go and become a senator, and then blah, 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 right? You start setting realistic goals and holding yourself accountable. But it begins with today. It's looking at where you want to be and reverse engineering that process and thinking, how could I set micro goals today to actually achieve that, right? And let's talk about something else, right? President is great. Not everyone's going to be the president. But let's say it's starting a business, starting a company, right? You can't go there and just do everything all today, even though you'd like to. You have to have baby steps and hold yourself accountable every single day. Wake up every day and say, I'm going to do this, and write down 3 things that you're going to do. And then the week, have weekly goals and monthly goals, and hold yourself accountable, ultimately to the point where you reach your bigger goals. And if you do that, you're able to overcome temporary defeat. You're able to believe in yourself. You're able to start working towards your goals and not fall into a pattern where you just feel like, look, I'm not cut out for this, and then you just let go, and then you just do something that you don't want to do for so many years, and you ultimately fail.